the poor of India between 1950 and 1991, hardly any difference was made to people to climb the poverty line. Between 1991, this is the Suresh Tendulkar poverty line, 450 million people have risen out of poverty post 91. Secondly, before 91, the middle class was 9% of India. On the same parameter, today it is 32% of India. Now, we haven't done as well as China. China lifted 700 million people out of poverty. And China's middle class is now 60% compared to our 32%. But both countries have done it through the market. And you're right that the soft underbelly, the soft underbelly of capitalism is inequality. But you should look at inequality from the perspective of, a person who's poor, he doesn't compare himself to Ambani or Adani. That person compares himself to his father or to his neighbors. And if you are rising out of poverty, why worry if somebody gets rich in the process who's creating all these jobs? Now, I'll tell you, the growth today in the last 30 years, we have all these very distinguished people walking in. So we shall please welcome you all and very sedately, please. From 91 to 2021 is 30 years. The growth rate of our country has been 6.8% annual growth, real growth, net of inflation. Compared to that, actually the numbers I have are pre-85, 1950 to 1985, our growth rate was 3.5%, and our population growth rate was 2.2, and that was what we moaned and groaned was the Hindu rate of growth. It had nothing to do with being Hindu. It had everything to do with having a command economy. So my point is, yes, this model, and I'm so glad you asked this question, this model that we followed has had one weakness, and that is that we have not been able to create the jobs commensurate with 6.8% annual growth. And this is because we haven't created an industrial revolution. We seem to have skipped from a green revolution to an IT revolution. But all the countries did it in between. My point is that today's condition, we have got much better conditions for creating an industrial revolution than we did in 91. Our infrastructure, road mileage has doubled in the country since 2011. Port handling capacity has quadrupled. The digital revolution, meaning people with bank accounts, have gone from 44% to almost 88, 89%. And so I could give you statistics like these. And the GST, we are now one country. So the job of the leader who will win in 2024 is cut out. We still have to create an industrial revolution. I'd like to believe, like my friend Raghuram Rajan feels, that we don't need it, we could do it, skip to do another level of a digital kind of revolution. But I think we do. And that can be done. And I would say, don't look only at inequality, look at opportunity. I wish there was a real measure of opportunity in the country.